We can literally have a high quality service to sell with all the proof knowledge we need from the freelancer before we even need to pay them. We only pay the freelancer after we get paid. You have questions and I answer them. This is your drop servicing question and answer session so you can learn the advanced tactics of drop servicing from my laptop to yours. I run multiple drop servicing businesses driving 6 and 7 figures and an education business called the Drop Servicing Blueprint that teaches drop servicing. So today you're going to get the real strategies and tactics working right now. Before we get started, massive congratulations. Shout out to James here. He says, boom, got my first sale. Thanks for the tips, suggestions, and support. You're welcome, James. Keep crushing it. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the strategies and tactics I use to build real online businesses that, get results like these. And comment below any questions at all that you have for me, and I'll personally answer you. Now let's get started. So the first question I have here is, how many hours a day do I need to work on my drop servicing business? Well, how many hours you can, it's a common question, but it's pretty basic. You have a certain number of hours in the day dedicated to things, and you dedicate those hours to things you need to do, like, going to work, and things you want to do, like watching Netflix. So you should look to do as many hours as possible each day, but make sure that the number of hours is something that you'll be able to maintain, because consistency is the most important thing. Just don't trick yourself into thinking, you don't have enough time. It's not that you don't have enough time, you just don't have enough time for that, okay? I've seen people with less time achieve success just by organizing their days properly. So the next question, which is another common one, is, can I do this in, whatever country? So can I do this in X country? So it could be any country, but essentially it can work in almost any country. I mean, we have students from over 100 countries getting clients in their home countries and internationally. And I have clients from, many countries around the world, from every continent, but Antarctica, okay? And the laws and regulations for doing business are different in each country, so I don't know about that side of it, but it's easy to handle that stuff later. What matters most is that you're willing and able to put in the work to build a real online business. Does that make sense? Okay, so how did you go about getting your first client and making them a return customer? So I found a service, niche, and marketing channel that I thought would work well. Then I created a compelling offer for my niche. Then I just began, reaching out, and within a month I got my first client. This was back in 2015. So after delivering a quality service to that client, I found that they were pretty happy to work with us again. So what we did was just reach out to them with another offer for a different service not long after that, and then other clients will just come to you with future projects, which ends up being around 30% of your clients, we find. How would you prevent your freelancer from going solo with the client? Well, this is a very common question, and the answer is pretty straightforward. I mean, this never happens, and there's a very simple reason for it. Let me tell you the story of the golden goose, okay? A hard done by man was given a goose as a gift, and he was amazed to discover that the goose was laying golden eggs. The man had a decision to make. Does he kill the goose to get the golden egg inside, or does he let the goose live so that it keeps laying more golden eggs long into the future, okay? You are the golden goose, and your freelancers are the man in this story. You might be wondering, why would a freelancer want to work with me? Well, because you help them get more clients and make more money, which are the golden eggs. Why would a freelancer let me use their examples and testimonials? The freelancer lets you use their examples and testimonials because it helps them get more sales, quite simply. So won't they try to steal my clients? No, they won't try to steal your clients, because that would mean that you'd stop bringing them more clients. In fact, I've never heard of a situation of that happening before. And then another common one is, won't they be mad that I charge more than them? Well, they don't mind that you charge more than them because they've already given you a price that they're happy with. It just so happens that for you, this price is cheap and you can charge your clients 5 to 10 times more. So you are the golden goose for these freelancers, and they want to keep getting your golden eggs. Now, here is the key. You see, our freelancers want to work with us so badly, so they agree to give us their portfolio and case study items before we get any projects for them, before we get paid. We can literally have a high quality service to sell with all the proof knowledge we need from the freelancer before we even need to pay them. We only pay the freelancer after we get paid. How much money do you keep as profit in drop servicing? Well, sometimes we get sales worth $1,000, other times they're worth $10,000, right? So the profit from sale to sale differs a lot, though in terms of a percentage, the average among our clients is a 70% profit margin, with the lowest I've seen being 50% and the highest I've seen being 5 times the cost of the service, and other times crazy than that, a lot more more than 5 times. So the next one here is, what is the best drop servicing idea in 2022? Well, I think the best idea coming up right now is TikTok ads. It's one of the fastest growing platforms, and right now there's not that much competition in the advertising game there. And the cool thing about it is you can get recurring clients with advertising services, so you can get a few clients and already hit your target monthly income number very quickly. The only caveat is right now there are not a lot of great freelancers that do it, so you need to look hard to find someone that will suit you. How do I learn more about my business? There's no need to reinvent the wheel, okay? You can get most of the answers you need just by taking a look at the market. Thanks to the internet, it's extremely easy for us to gather a lot of data by researching the market, and it's extremely cheap for us to build a little online business. So most of your success will come from modeling what is making others successful. Once you have the model, you can be as creative as you like in testing and trying things out, but always start with a benchmark of what's working, okay? And you can map out every little detail of your business just by talking to your freelancers, competitors, and your customers as well, as looking at what they're doing. When choosing a service for your drop servicing business, it's important that you do as much research as possible in figuring out the right combination between your service, what you're selling, your niche, who you're selling it to, and your marketing method, or how you're going to be selling it. So choosing a recurring service or creating one out of one-off services out there is the best way to choose a high profit service. But in order to ensure that you really maximize your profitability, you must do your research into how exactly to build a business around that service in the first place. Can drop servicing be a full-time income source? Well, it depends, is 6 or 7 figures what you would consider a full-time income? I mean, just look at these people and these results here, and you'll see pretty quickly you can create a full-time income with drop servicing. And we have many students who actually quit their jobs quickly after starting their drop servicing business. So you can 100% build a full-time income source, and a lot more than that with drop servicing. I would say, a lot easier than other business models out there where you need to invest a lot of capital and time to get your first sales. How do we make sure our clients are happy with the service we provide? Make sure that you pick a high quality freelancer with a lot of great examples and reviews. Then ensure that, before you begin a project with a client, that you set expectations very clearly in terms of, what the deliverable will be, how long it will take to deliver, what is included in the package, and importantly, what is not, okay? Essentially, you want to minimize the chance that there will be any surprises for the client during production. Next question here is, what is the best niche? Okay, so the best niche is any company that has the money to spend and, needs digital services the most. So this means companies that generally have 10 or more employees and are making money, not startups, then people who rely on the internet for their business, things like e-commerce, for example. Okay, so listen, the video is not over yet. If you want to get more help in terms of course, coaching, or community for drop servicing, then click the link in the description to learn more. If you haven't already, click subscribe and hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss out on any more strategies and tactics to help you make money online. And comment below any questions at all for me, and I'll personally answer you. Now, I recommend that you check out this video right here that you see on the screen, okay? If you want to go a bit deeper, and let's talk over in that next video.